drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, LA. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike, squeeze. Quit talking about it. Be driven.
Back to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Paris Campbell, 83 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 30-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. 5-8. Stay with your man. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
To throw on 3rd down, Daniels hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. run. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Rock it, rock it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down, 4 down. Joker, 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 Joker.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? You ready? Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here and now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, wahoo! Yep. You. It comes to me, it's me. Now.
2nd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Even, 4 down, even.
From the gun, Daniels. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, we got a seal. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Slam. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Look, 64.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the run. Check 13.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
65. Check 4.
They'll run with Mixon. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Tight dog.
They'll give it to Mixon, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
SOS.
On second down, Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Ready. Now to go. I'm coming for you, sir. Check 99. Check 99. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. The quick slant caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tight.
Now they run with Mixon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Tighten up.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You better be afraid of me.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. He finds his running back, Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Show it up. Show it up.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We got 4.
They run with Howard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels being chased out left. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Mike 8. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike 8. Watch the curl.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets off a high spiraling kick. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Let's go.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense are saying go right ahead with those. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position.
Check back. Check 3.
On 1st down, Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
20! A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They toss to Mixon. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the home team here, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for our visitors, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Squad like what in the field like